From Harlem to hip-hop's throne. Sean John Combs, born November 4, 1969 in Harlem's Sugar Hill neighborhood, grew up in a world of contradictions. His father, Melvin Combs, a Vietnam veteran turned drug dealer, was murdered in Central Park when Sean was just 3 years old. Raised by his mother, Janice, in Mount Vernon's projects, young Sean channeled grief into ambition. By 12, he was hustling as a paperboy and DJing block parties, honing the charisma that would later seduce boardrooms and ballrooms alike. At Howard University, he networked relentlessly, landing an internship at Uptown Records by 19. There, he discovered Mary J. Blige, crafting her 1992 debut. What's the 411? A blueprint for hip-hop soul. But his true empire began in 1993 with Bad Boy Records, a label born from his firing at Uptown. With the Notorious B.I.G.'s gritty lyricism and Diddy's bombastic production, Bad Boy dominated 1990s hip-hop, selling 100 million records by 2000. Diddy's genius lay in transcending music. The Sean John clothing line, launched in 1998, grossed $450 million by 2004, earning him a CFDA award, a first for a black designer. His partnership with Ciroc Vodka in 2007 turned the failing brand into a billion-dollar empire. Yet his most infamous creation was the annual Hamptons White Party, a bacchanal where Hollywood elites, politicians, and oligarchs donned all-white attire, surrendered phones, and signed NDAs. Attendees like Leonardo DiCaprio, Kim Kardashian, and Saudi royalty partied under the watch of ex-military security, while rumors swirled of private rooms and tiered access. Former staff later described bronze-tier guests, aspiring models and artists, as lambs led to slaughter, allegedly groomed for exploitation. Controversy, however, trailed Diddy from the start. In 1991, he organized a charity basketball game at City College of New York that ended in a stampede, killing 9. Though cleared of negligence, the tragedy foreshadowed a pattern of chaos. In 1999, he was arrested with Jennifer Lopez after a shooting at a Times Square nightclub. Charges were dropped, but the mugshot haunted tabloids. In 2015, UCLA football coaches accused him of assault with a kettlebell, a case settled quietly. Yet these scandals were mere tremors before the earthquake. The Raid, Unmasking the Machine. On March 25, 2024 at 5:47 a.m., Homeland Security agents stormed Diddy's Star Island mansion in Miami. The raid, broadcast live by helicopters, lasted 14 hours. Agents seized 42 electronic devices, including encrypted servers, surveillance footage from 2005 to 2023, and financial records tracing $250 million to offshore accounts in the Bahamas, Dubai, and the Cayman Islands. A search warrant affidavit, later leaked to the New York Times, alleged evidence of human trafficking, racketeering, and interstate prostitution. Prosecutors claim Diddy's operation lured victims, many underage, through bad boy auditions, modeling agencies like Wilhelmina, and Instagram DMs promising exclusive opportunities. One alleged victim, Jane Doe 4, testified she was 17 when a talent scout approached her at a Miami mall. Promised a music video role, she was flown to Diddy's Los Angeles compound, where she claims she was drugged with MDMA-laced champagne and forced into sex work with industry executives. Text messages between Diddy's staff, cited in court filings, include phrases like "new inventory for Sweet B" and "cleanup required after Russian delegation." Flight logs subpoenaed by prosecutors reportedly show 38 trips between 2015 to 2022, with minors listed as assistants or trainees. A former pilot, John Doe 2, testified he transported underage girls to Diddy's Bahamas estate on 12 occasions, adding, "They'd beg to call home," but the staff threatened their families. Diddy pleaded not guilty to all charges, released on $75 million bond under 24/7 surveillance in his Beverly Hills estate. His legal team, led by attorney Mark Garagos, argues the case is a racist witch hunt against black success, citing parallels to the Central Park Five. Prosecutors, however, allege a sophisticated criminal enterprise, with evidence including testimony from Rudy Longley, Diddy's ex-head of security, who flipped in 2023 after facing life sentences for unrelated arms trafficking charges. Longley allegedly kept insurance files, a digital trove of photos, videos, and financial records used to blackmail elites into silence. The White Parties, Decadence and Darkness. Diddy's white parties were Hollywood's dirtiest secret, a gilded cage where power brokers traded dignity for access. Guests received tiered wristbands, diamond, celebrities, billionaires, platinum, investors, politicians, and bronze, aspiring artists' models. Former staff describe bronze attendees as disposable, allegedly groomed in audition suites, where they were coerced into signing NDAs and performing favors. Security footage from a 2017 party, cited in court filings, reportedly shows staff distributing drugs stamped with Diddy's Bad Boy logo and escorting minors to underground lounges. A leaked email from Diddy's event planner reads, "No phones. The Saudis want total privacy. No records, no witnesses." Days after Diddy's arrest, Leonardo DiCaprio fled to a $10 million Sardinia villa. Sources close to the actor claim he retained criminal attorney Blair Burke, though his team called the trip a long-planned family vacation. Legal analysts note DiCaprio's name appears on subpoenaed guest lists from 2015 to 2020, with prosecutors seeking testimony about Tier 3 activities. Similarly, Actor X, an Oscar winner linked to Diddy's 2016 parties, scrubbed social media and canceled a press tour. While no charges target these guests, the exodus mirrors tactics used by Jeffrey Epstein's associates to evade subpoenas. A former White Party bartender, Jane Doe 5, testified, "I saw underage girls crying in bathrooms, but we were told to ignore it. The rules didn't apply to them." Resurrected ghosts, Tupac, Biggie, and Michael Jackson. Diddy's arrest has reignited investigations into three of pop culture's most haunting mysteries, with chilling ties to his inner circle. The murder of Tupac Shakur, 1996. On September 7, 1996, Tupac Shakur was ambushed in a Las Vegas drive-by, dying 6 days later. The case went cold until 2023, when Las Vegas police arrested Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, a Crips gang member. In his memoir, Davis implicated Diddy, claiming the mogul paid $1 million to assassinate Tupac during the East Coast-West Coast feud. FBI files note wire transfers from Bad Boy to Crips-affiliated accounts in 1996, though Diddy denies involvement. Retired LAPD detective Greg Kading, who infiltrated the gangs, stated, "Money flowed from Bad Boy to Compton. Diddy wanted Tupac gone to eliminate competition." The murder of the Notorious B.I.G., 1997. 6 months after Tupac's death, Bad Boy's crown jewel, Christopher Wallace, the Notorious B.I.G., was killed in a near-identical drive-by in Los Angeles. The case remains unsolved, but in 2023 the LAPD reopened it, citing encrypted files from Diddy's raids. A 1999 wrongful death lawsuit alleged Diddy orchestrated the hit to deflect blame for Tupac's murder. Former bodyguard Gene Deal testified Biggie knew too much. Diddy sacrificed him to save himself. Flight logs show Diddy flew to London hours before the shooting, a move critics call suspicious. The death of Michael Jackson, 2009. Officially ruled a homicide via propofol overdose, Jackson's death has long fueled conspiracy theories. In 2023, Rolling Stone revealed Jackson's ex-manager, Frank DeLeo, had ties to Diddy's street teams in the 1990s. Subpoenaed phone records show 28 calls between DeLeo and Diddy in 2008, the year Jackson planned his "This Is It" comeback. Jackson's family alleges Diddy pressured him to sign over publishing rights to the Beatles catalog, a claim bolstered by a $5 million consulting fee from Bad Boy to Jackson's estate weeks before his death. While no charges link Diddy to the overdose, the timing raises questions. Investigators stress these cases remain speculative, but the parallels are striking. Diddy's world intersected with all these tragedies, said journalist Toure. Coincidence or consequence? The trial, Hollywood's Day of Reckoning. With Diddy's trial set for 2025, prosecutors are assembling a case they call the blueprint for dismantling impunity. Key evidence includes the Black Book, a ledger detailing $18 million in payments to politicians, journalists, and law enforcement to suppress stories. Surveillance tapes of hidden camera footage from Diddy's properties, allegedly showing celebrities in compromising acts. Flight logs with over 200 trips between 2000 and 2022, with passengers listed as talent or asset. Defense attorneys dismiss the evidence as circumstantial and theater, accusing prosecutors of criminalizing black ambition. Meanwhile, the IRS has frozen $300 million of Diddy's assets, including his Revolt TV stake. In the Bahamas, authorities raided his Emerald K estate, seizing servers linked to Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell. Hollywood faces fallout. Studios are editing Diddy's cameos from films like A Star Is Born, while Spotify and Apple Music have purged 75% of his catalog. For survivors like Jane Doe 6, justice remains fragile. "They stole my childhood," she told The Guardian. "But if this trial stops one predator, I'll sleep at night." For Diddy, the man who rapped "Can't Nobody Hold Me Down," the trial could mean life imprisonment or a Pyrrhic victory erasing his legacy. The cost of empire. The P.Diddy saga is a parable of power, how it corrupts, how it conceals, and how it crumbles. From Harlem's projects to Hollywood's pinnacle, Sean Combs built an empire on charm, hustle, and ruthlessness. Yet, as prosecutors peel back the layers, a darker truth emerges. An ecosystem where fame buys silence, wealth distorts justice, and victims pay the price. This trial isn't just about Diddy. It's about Tupac and Biggie's unsolved murders, Michael Jackson's whispers of exploitation, and the countless Jane Does whose stories were buried. It's about Hollywood's complicity and a justice system finally confronting its biases. As the world watches, one question lingers. Can accountability triumph over impunity? Or will the shadows swallow the truth once more?